Hi everyone, it's Simon here, and it is Friday the 27th of January, and we've got a cold forecast for you. But before we kick off, let me just say, ignore the newspaper headlines. I'm aware there's a paper out there today that's talking about a big freeze lasting for a month. Yeah. Once again, another ploy to sell newspapers and in the process destroying the science of meteorology. But what the hell, so long as it sells newspapers. I know that nobody watching this is sucker enough to be taken in by that kind of headline. So let's go through some facts. Let's take a look at how long this cold weather could last, and let's look at what the models are predicting. Now, this was my prediction from the 1st to the 10th of February. And notice how I brought temperatures down across the British Isles, kept them really cold, the depth of the cold here across Scandinavia. Kept them nearer normal, but milder through the Mediterranean, nearer normal across the southern central parts of Europe, below normal for these northern central parts of Europe. And notice that I didn't have the British Isles particularly, excuse me, very cold, but temperatures certainly below normal compared to what we've had so far this year. Okay, so this is how the temperatures look. The temperature profile looks for London over the next few days. Notice how it's gradually going off. It's these red lines we're looking at. These are daytime maximums. And the line running through there is 4 degrees Celsius. The freezing line is down here. So you can see the blue line here, which is minimum temperature, way below freezing. Maximum temperature is getting above, but still, it is going to be pretty cold. Compare that one to Birmingham, sorry. And notice how Birmingham is falling off too, but Birmingham hovers around the 2-degree mark and stays well below freezing. So certainly some very cold weather to come through central parts of the country. But of course the big question is, how long is this cold weather going to last? Now it's here, exactly what will happen, how long will it last? Well, once cold air gets in, it is so dense that it takes some time to shift. So I've been looking at the CFS model to give us some guidance. The CFS actually is a long-range model, but it's been performing fairly well through January. And this is how things look for week 1. So this is from 27th, so from today through to the 2nd of February, so next Friday. Notice that the British Isles is here. You kind of, with these charts, have to twist your head and look upside down because this is a hemispheric chart. But what we're looking at here is the mean anomaly of the 500 millibar flow. So this is up at 18,000 feet. And it gives us an idea as to how progressive things are around the atmosphere, and it also tells us where high and low pressure is. And you can see how it's got predicted this area of high pressure to develop across Scandinavia, or rather higher heights across Scandinavia with high pressure under here. Lower heights across northern Africa developing during the course of this week, high pressure in the Atlantic. And it's this cooler air that's getting in from this area of high pressure. The result is that we get an east to southeasterly flow developing across Europe and across the British Isles. And it's that keeps things pretty chilly. So into week 2, what happens? Well, similar sort of conditions. Look, high pressure firmly established across Scandinavia, or higher heights firmly established across Scandinavia. High pressure under here, low pressure across Europe. Again, an easterly flow, so staying on the cool side. And this is how the surface temperatures are predicted to be for those 2 weeks. 27th of January to the 2nd of February, British Isles is on here, look, in the green. That puts us down to about 2 degrees Celsius below normal. Week 2, 3rd of February to the 9th of February, again, we're in the green, staying pretty cool, even into that first part of February. So what about beyond? What goes on then? Well, this takes us into week 3, which is the forecast from the 10th to the 16th of February. And again, look, low pressure is in. We've got higher heights across northern Scandinavia. Still, I think this resulting easterly flow going more northeasterly. But the crucial thing here is that if this does happen, I think what this is signalling is an increased risk of some snow during the middle of the month, particularly for eastern parts of the country. Now, I'm not talking vast amounts, but I think the east, possibly the south, that's where we could see this increased risk of snow into the middle part of the month. And the final week, week 4, still got lower pressure here across Europe. High heights tend to drift away, so we probably will find ourselves gradually coming out of it towards the end of the month. But it does look as if we're certainly in for a cold snap, at least for the next couple of weeks, perhaps 3 weeks. It certainly looks as if things are going to be turning considerably cooler. And this is how the CFS sees the temperature anomalies through week 3 and into week 4. There we go, look, cooler temperatures through the British Isles again in week 3, but things starting to pick up a little bit as we get to week 4 as that low pressure area sets in. Now, as always, this is a long-range model. You can't trust it. Please don't go running off there telling everybody it's going to snow and then ask me questions in 3 weeks as to why it didn't snow, and come back with comments like "you said," which is what I've been getting on emails recently. Comments from people saying, "You said it was going to snow." No, I didn't say it was going to snow. Follow the forecast and see what I said. That's why they're all archived for you, to see what I said. So, go away with the idea that it's going to be cold. We are on the edge of the mild weather, which is only in the Atlantic here. It doesn't take much for that to spill its way eastwards, but it looks as if it's going to be cold. I don't think a real big, deep freeze, but certainly colder than we've had so far this winter, and I think it could last into the middle part of February, although I don't have much confidence in that at the moment. Need to do much more work on the statistics to see how long exactly this is going to last. What I am pleased about is that I've been telling my clients from middle to the end of December that it looked like it was going to go cold end of January and then slip as we got into the beginning part of February. So I've got a few happy clients around just at the moment. And of course, we can provide your business with weather information and weather planning advice. Do just get in touch, click on the contact form, the contact link at the top of the page here, and you'll come straight through, and you can ask us any questions you need. So thanks again for watching. Remember, this site's kept free of charge by the adverts you see around, so if you see one you like, do click on it, go through to the advertiser. It generates revenue for us and shows the advertiser that you're interested in what we do. So once again, thanks for watching. Wrap up warm and keep the sun shining.